Top challenges for intralogistics today. Joining us to speak about that, Craig Henry, U.S. industry leader for intralogistics at Siemens Industry. Craig, it's great to see you. Welcome.
Thanks, Russell. Appreciate it.
Well, Craig, let's get right to it then. We want to outline just what those challenges are for intralogistics. So walk us through what's going on there.
Well, intralogistics is defined as how product material moves within an organization. It's a distinction from logistics, which is over-the-road trucking, railway, et cetera. So I'm in automation. Siemens Industry is a leader, and that's what I do with them.
Thanks for making that distinction. It's very, very important.
Yeah, it's important to understand because intralogistics is not a term everyone uses. Sometimes it's just referred to as material handling, which is so general. It's a little bit too general.
That's a major component of a big company like Siemens.
Absolutely, and this is where we can see improvements and changes, and this is the new frontier. So you asked about the challenges. All right, the challenges are many. The biggest challenge that we're seeing in the industry is a labor gap. Companies cannot find good help. They can't find good help to work in fulfillment centers, distribution centers. There's a knowledge gap on the kind of workers, what they need to know in these facilities. And it's a difficult time right now finding workers that can do the work. So,
is that entirely due to the pandemic, or is there a number of factors going on?
No, it's actually been a problem that's been going on for years. It has been exacerbated by the pandemic.
I'll bet.
Many have gone home, staffs have been cut, and now that demand is back, we have a double problem. So the issue is, how do we solve the issue of not having people to work? And what we're finding is, like there was a Walmart distribution center put together, 2017 went live, it did not automate enough, and Christmas came, and they could only run one shift. They just didn't have enough workers.
So quite frankly, this is an issue that industries around the world are dealing with.
Absolutely,
Sure.
and it's pretty significant and has been happening for some time in our fulfillment world.
Let's talk about digital transformation. Now, this is clearly a prevailing topic today, many areas. Let's talk about that. First of all, what does it really mean?
Well, digital transformation, sometimes referred to as digitalization, is not just taking something and putting it in a computer.
Okay.
It's actually making a model, a digital virtual model of your operation. Let's say a fulfillment center. And we can actually take something that's going to be an actual physical asset and model it completely. I'm talking about not only drawing it up, but doing the physics, the code that's going to run it, running orders through to see what the capabilities of that facility is, what kind of variability it can stand, what kind of agility and resilience it's going to have as we change orders. That can be totally done in software today. We have those tools. It's been something that automotive has done for years with testing of automobiles. We can now do a virtual twin, as it's called, of an operation that not only is going to get us ready for the physical asset, but then in turn is going to allow us to do the next iteration of that physical asset. We can continue to upgrade that virtual model, simulation and emulation, for how we're going to deal with the changing demand in the facility.
This sounds like a nice to have, but in point of fact, how much of that's actually going on right now?
You make a very good point, which is the adoption of this has been slow, I think. The faith in the tool is still not fully embraced, but those who have embraced it have found enormous gains when they realize that there are two things that are really uncertain today. Demand is always uncertain, but now we have suppliers who are uncertain. So being able to adjust quickly and deal with one version of the truth takes data. And that data coming into a system that's agile, that we can make modifications to very quickly, makes all the difference.
Sure.
That makes all the difference between a stock out that takes months or weeks to a stock out that maybe never shows up, because we have the tools in place with the digital twin. And then another component of that is actually a digital thread, which is essentially how everything is actually connected in real time.
Very, very interesting. In one word, can you tell us how you see technology affecting business performance? What would you say?
One word: the network.
Okay.
How everything is connected. And I'm not talking about just the local area network of a company.
Uh-huh.
I'm talking about how everything within an operation is feeding into a system, into the cloud, and also suppliers outside. So all that being networked, it's all about the network. Are we getting one version of the truth? Is it up to date? Is it in real time? That makes all the difference to make good decisions in a business, any business really.
Final question, Craig. Obviously, you work in technology, so the question to you would be the remedies that technology can bring to the crises that you've been outlining, for us. What do you say about that?
Technology is just the application of science. It really is. And I work for a company that's very large, very old, established engineering company, Siemens, but investing billions of dollars in understanding how all of the devices and all of the pieces that are creating data within an organization can feed that data up in a common way so that it can be actionable. And that digitalization is something we've been preparing for a long time. We're in Industry 4.0. This is a new revolution. And what technology brings is that data through a network that's going to allow business leaders to make good decisions about the changing demand and the changing vendor landscape that they're seeing in their supply chain. It's really the next frontier of business. And the more that you can network, the more you can use the tools at hand, the more a company is going to be able to not only survive, but thrive while competitors are going to fall away.
Craig, it's been a terrific drill down into this important aspect of industry. Thank you so very, very much for meeting with us today and helping us see just what's going on there. Thank you.
Thank you, Russell. Appreciate it.